Andy Johnson. This is part 2 of phonics instruction, and we are looking at words. But know that learning to read is more than simply learning to sound out words. When you are learning to read and when you are reading, you're bringing one's schema, which is the mental file folder in your head, to the tasks, and you're using 3 cueing system. The syntactic, semantic, and graphophonemic cueing system. Know that words in isolation do not create meaning. Words only carry the potential to create meaning. They point to deep structure, but they are surface structure. They are not the idea. They are simply things we use to carry the idea. Individual words out of context can be limiting. We rely heavily on context. For example, if you read the sentence, "It was a long run," that tells us nothing without context. Would it be a baseball run, a run in one's stocking, a long running race, a long running time, like a play had a long run, a long route, or a long addition? Words in and of themselves have limited meaning. We rely on context, situational context, context of the story, and our own contextual background. Keep in mind, the goal of reading is to create meaning, to comprehend. It is not to sound out words or to identify words. Too much emphasis, too much code emphasis can get in the way of creating meaning. If we are processing individual letters to figure out words, and remember, short-term memory has about 7 plus or minus 2, can hold 7 plus or minus 2 bits of information. Trying to hold on to individual letters to create words and then put the words together to create meaning, that is too cumbersome and clutters up short-term memory. In some sense, we can say comprehension precedes word identification. What do you mean? What do you mean? Well, you have meaning, you're comprehending an idea, you have a context, and then you can better identify what that word is. Words have meaning only as they transact with one another. When we have an emerging sense of the whole, then we can better identify words. Keep in mind, as well, efficient readers do not read right to left in a straight line. As you read, you do not comprehend individual letters and then create words. You go back and forth. These are called saccades, these kind of back and forth jerky motions. As a matter of fact, you cannot read from left to right and read efficiently, because often what is at the end of the word, what follows the word, gives us a cue for the sounds of vowels within the word. For instance, I read hat, I know that's a. Hate, well, I see the E at the end of the word, and that tells me what that sound is. So if I were simply to read from left to right, that would be inefficient. Our eyes move in saccades as we are scanning sentences. They do not go like this. As well, rap, what follows gives me a sense of what the sound is. What follows tells me what the sound is. Cough, city, what follows. So we have saccades, and sometimes we have fixation, but mostly we read in jerky motions. Efficient readers process only some of the visual information from some of the letters. They do not process words letter by letter. That's a very inefficient way to do it. Proficient readers just select some of the information from some of the letters to identify whole words. Inefficient readers have not learned how to do this. They have not learned to attend to only parts of the words. They think they have to read every single letter of every single word, and that slows it down and impedes their comprehension, which is the goal of reading, to comprehend, to create meaning. Now, when we read as well as we're processing, the consonants are more important than the vowels in recognizing words. As an example, here's a sentence with the consonants absent. Very hard to get a sense of what these words are. Here's a sentence, same sentence, with the vowels absent. Gives us a better sense. Once upon a time, there was a handsome prince. All right, same sentence. The consonants are more important than the vowels. This informs us as far as the scope and sequence of skills to be taught. As well, the beginnings of words are more important in word identification than the middles or the ends. That means we pay most attention to the beginning, moderate to the middles or ends. All right, that is some ideas on words and how they play into this whole thing of phonics and learning to read. In the next one, we will look at context.